We have this. Oh, this stockpile is just full. Okay, our extra stuff stockpile is where all the extra bins are going. You can't have bins of bins, so that's inefficient. How many extra bins am I having on hand? 10 to 15? We don't really need that. We only need like 5 to 10 maybe even. 5 to 10. And maybe barrels the same. Honestly, now that I think about it. 5 to 10, because this is just extra barrels that aren't actually being used for things, because barrels being used for things don't count into that number. Also, Kipo has abandoned us in a stockpile. It's laden. It's laden with bins. It's bin laden. Oh gosh. Ah, turn off the periodically eroded extreme cliffs. That's a good call. Let's go ahead and get an extra couple doors. Oh, we're going to need 6 more rooms. So let's designate that as well. So that means we're going to need 6 more beds, which I should designate in a second. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Gives it a try. Yep, that's all you can do. So we're going to need like that many extra doors, and now we're going to go blocks. Because we want even more blocks. Eventually we're going to want like tons and tons of blocks, but for now we don't need to go that ham, because there's still other stuff to do around the fortress. Then we want BWR, Crafts Dwarf. We'll make this also out of chert, just to keep it consistent with everything else, as opposed to blocks. Increase max elevation and turn up the elevation variances. That could be good. I found when I made things too varying, I ended up with way too many sub-regions when I was doing some of my custom ones. I actually didn't end up custom designing this one. I just did a quick basic world design. But there was a while where I was like really trying to make different things that were like what I wanted. And yeah, I had a very hard time getting it to accept what I was up to. Like I looked, like the rejection log was, 35 to 50 rejected worlds per successful generation. Mind's Eye, I really do recommend looking through the wiki on it. Let me go ahead and even just like straight link you to that. Advanced World Gen Dwarf Fortress. Because like none of it is actually as scary as it starts to seem like it is. There's a whole ton of stuff, but every single parameter is really, really simple. Just like honestly go there and take a look down through the different parameters, and none of it is anywhere near as scary as it first seems. I ended up doing one where like I changed most of the stuff and it still came out with a pretty reasonable world generation. Especially things that I liked increasingly were site cap, total civ number, total individual subregions I turned up so that there could just be more stuff. So like my world could be more full of things. So I like full worlds. I like worlds with lots of rich history going on in them. Lots of events happening. Something I found that was really interesting was turning up the population cap. Made the generation take way, way longer, but made it so that stuff kept happening longer. Because often in my legends, I go back and I find that after like 250 years, sometimes even less, after like 200 years, no wars really happen anymore. Everyone's just kind of settled into their places, and it's because their populations can't grow anymore, so they don't have reason to expand. And I tried finally doing one. I did one that was a 750-year-long world gen with like a massive population cap, and it got really, really big. I was able to look through like a little bit of the stuff, and then the world gen completely crashed. But there were a few places that changed hands between dwarves and goblins during the generation. That was pretty cool. Like dwarves and goblins, then back to dwarves over the course of the history that it had. Okay, let's get a door right in there. Let's oh yeah, we need to designate out some more of this. So we have one extra room right now that we can assign to our metalsmith. Now we'll give it to the fishery worker. We want a better thing for our metalsmith. But let's go ahead and it looked just like that Imgur. Relative elevation was high where the river was coming from and low where it was going to, and the cliff indicator was in the river path. Man. That's weird that that happened. Okay, let's see. Did we... So this got assigned... Okay, so cool. The metalsmith ended up there anyways because they were married. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and go like that for an extra room. We're going to go like this to make this look kind of nice. We're going to have this come back this way and give us... Oops. An extra room up this way. And one like this. One like this. No, this should be a 3x3 that comes off right here. Is there a way to look at it in full detail? I've never found a way to, or at least I haven't looked super hard for a way to download the whole map into an image in full detail. This would probably become a suite of rooms coming up this way. We're going to make another 3x3 right here. And I think the first actual cross hall is going to be up here, so like this. And then we're going to come down by 10 as well. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to put an extra room right here. Extra room right... Oh, this can only be a smaller room, so it'll actually fit. So yeah, this isn't going to become a suite, I've decided instead. We might have a suite coming up over this way, though. And yeah, that should be enough rooms to accommodate the new people once they dig it out. We've struck even more orthoclase. Who would have guessed it? Here we are. Here's our quarry. What is this? Is this chert or is this schist? It's schist. Okay. So we've got diorite and schist and orthoclase in bunches. So we're probably going to do some kind of interesting paving pattern. I don't know what orthoclase blocks look like when you put them down as flooring, but we're almost certainly going to make the library itself out of diorite. Yeah, we're almost certainly going to make the library itself out of diorite. Oh wow, this is how far over I've come. Interesting. Oh no! There is soil on this level. It's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Oh well. Nothing's perfect. Jeez. That's a real bummer. I was so excited that I'd maybe actually found a level without any soil. But I hadn't come quite deep enough. Okay, we'll make this a bedroom. Assign it to our stonecrafter. Let's see, did it assign itself to anyone else? Yes, our new miner. Cool. Let's take this one and let's assign it to our blacksmith. Did it assign it to the planter as well? Yes. Wow, so 3 couples came this last time. Interesting. So we're just a little bit ahead on putting rooms in. There's combat going on. Oh yeah, because we're gelding dogs. That's always combat. Okay. Now, is there anything else? How are we doing on drinks? Okay, we're plenty good on drinks. We're going to get more turkeys soon. The pig is giving birth to other pigs. The dogs are giving birth to other dogs. We can train them up when we want to. We just don't have any farming to do just quite yet. We're going to go ahead and milk our yak that we have up there. We have a yak cow up there. Our wood is all nice and condensed. Our stone is all nice and condensed. We're getting more stone out from the quarry down there. We've got our second crafts dwarf. So this can keep on making crafts. Let's actually go ahead and shift up that range to 75 to 100 so we can trade even more stuff with the next people who come by. And let's go ahead and make... we're going to end up needing more nest boxes, so let's go ahead and make some right now. Because we're making a bunch more turkeys. A bunch of turkeys are about to hatch, is the more accurate statement. And let's actually also make this not pet passable. Because a bunch of poults are going to get born and we don't want them wandering everywhere before I can assign them to the stockpile, to the pen or pasture. Okay. So yeah, I think it's time to go ahead and just start putting make blocks on repeat. And get an actual, we do need a block stockpile right here. Should I put the block stockpile closer to the surface since it's going to get used for construction? So there can be like a brigade of people bringing stuff up to the block stockpile, and then people just bringing stuff from the block stockpile to the surface to build with. That makes more sense, doesn't it, actually? Now, where do we want a massive block stockpile? Actually, it doesn't need to be that massive because we can use bins. A good question. Oh, nice, this song. I really like this song. So a block stockpile can go, we want it up near the surface, but we don't want it like exposed because we want it to actually be a part of our whole thing that we're doing. Yeah, nowhere feels good. Whoa, what is with all this? Do we have, oh, this is brook top. Oh, it's winter. This has frozen back over. Right, and this is a bunch of boulders. Kind of, or pebbles. Interesting, we're gonna need to find a subterranean source of water. That froze fast. Like what, we're only less than a month into winter? And that already completely froze over? Wow. I didn't realize it happened so fast. Okay, I do need to make my decision about this block stockpile though. It's not that big of a deal, and I am just being indecisive and picky. Since we're not exactly sure where all of our external construction is going to happen, the block stockpile is going to be, how about just right here? Literally just right here. So we'll have it come 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's 5, and then 5 by, oh wow, this is 11? Oh, that sucks. We gotta make a line up though. So it'll be a 5 by 11 instead of a 5 by 10. Because apparently I made this, oh yeah, that makes sense, 5 and 1 and then another 5. And this will be where all the blocks go. Okay, so once that gets dug out, we will assign that as a stockpile. Oh, something also that this should start working on is making some bookcases. So we'll do that in a little bit. Let me actually change my F1 zoom to be right here instead of where it was. Yeah, F1 is here, F2 is there. Also, you know what I never did? I never set Kosoth to be our bookkeeper. Seeing as he's not available, it looks to me that you can, oh no, there it is, expedition leader. Okay, bam. And then we're gonna go S and say, all counts accurate. Be accurate, Kosoth. Let us know how things are going. Let us know about everything we have. I want to know, I want all the information. Okay, this is going to be a bar or block stockpile. And then we're gonna disable all the bars. Forbid the bars of metal, forbid the blocks of metal. We only want the blocks of stone and clay. In fact, we really only want the blocks of stone, but I'm not gonna go through and be picky about it. And we want a lot of bins allowed here. Yeah, okay, 60 bins are allowed. We'll go ahead and take care of that in a little bit. Perfect. Let's go ahead and set some bookcases at least being made. Yeah. Also, to make sure I have enough pigtail seeds, because it looks like I don't... Oh, well, actually, we're in... We are currently in winter, so they wouldn't have pigtails anyways. But we do need to make 2 querns. And we're going to need a mechanic so that we can make a screw press to make our paper. So let's go ahead and set that to be dug out as well and put a